Welcome back, everybody. This is the Benjinator, and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears, the greatest game on Earth. So last time we went to the hotel, the only hotel apparently in Dazzle, and we're about to initiate our plan to save what's his face? Save Margie. What's her face? Yeah. So there's a lot of people to talk to in this town. I think what we'll do is we will probably just explore a little bit, check out some of the features of this place, because there's some interesting, I guess you'd call them sort of mini games, places of interest in this particular town. So we're gonna look at just a few of those before we press on to. Oh yeah, first we have to advance the plot just a little bit. Listen to what the happy nun has to say. So what does she have to say? We are the greatest team ever assembled. Of course. The desert heat. Oh, so she's she's been infiltrating the town of Bledavik. I'm sorry, I referred to it as Dazzle earlier. I'm mixing up my desert towns, which is kind of sad because I used to live in the desert. Okay, so how to slip into the castle? Well, shouldn't we have figured that out beforehand? What? Come on, made it all the way here. Bart's like, yeah, no, it's okay. We'll come up with a shoddy plan at the last minute. Come on, guys. If you're really gonna be planning how to sneak into a castle, you gotta do it a little bit better. All right, yeah. So now this is when we get to hit the streets for info. Hooray! Alright, so this is an interesting part of the game, like I said, is that you spend a lot of time kind of looking at information. Alright, so whee! Let's jump off the edge of the railing, because that's just how Faye does it. I'm always surprised because the other party members just are so happy to go along with it. They're like, hey, we'll jump too. How about that? Yeah. So yeah, you get to hear some people kind of yelling at you. Sometimes even if you don't trigger them, they'll talk to you, raising prices. So yeah, there's some interesting stuff that goes on that goes on around here. Yeah, so Bledavik can be a little bit difficult to get around just because a lot of these structures look the same. Yeah, that's obviously the anti-Kislev. I mean, this is the country of Ava, so of course they're not going to like them. So this guy has an armor shop, so let's see if we can get anything good. Yeah, definitely a leather hat, of course. And yeah, might as well get two leather vests. The rings I wouldn't worry about for the time being, because even though we will be using Faye, and we won't be using Citan as much. This is actually part of the game where you don't really use him as frequently, so. Which is too bad, because Citan is such a fantastic character. Such a powerful one. Okay, I guess this is the item shop. We don't really need anything. We don't really need anything pressing to now. Like, you get 29 Omega Souls, we should be more than okay. When it comes to the Omega Souls, you don't want to use one after every battle, otherwise you're going to be going through them very quickly. I mean, they are cheap and they are replaceable, but you'll find that you'll spend that money pretty quickly. So where is he hiding? Okay, we can help you. Okay, so I think this is the mini game where you can actually save a bunch of kids. Oh, spring beneath the castle. Okay. That might be a hint. What? Okay, what was this guy have to say? Okay, so that's actually a decent bit of information, and I believe that with that information we can go back to the nun and kind of be like, hey, look, there's a gateway below the castle, but we're not going to do that quite yet. Oh. Well, that's a little bit depressing. Went on holidays. Yeah, you're not going to be seeing him again. 10 years? Yeah. Well, I guess there still is a chance he could come back after 10 years. That's not totally out of the ordinary, especially if they haven't moved much. But if it was 20, then I would say, like, that's like Odysseus level. Okay. The weapon shop. We'll see what's in the weapon shop. Okay, the magical rod. Yeah, might as well get the... Actually, you know, do we already have the iron whip? Hold on, let me see if we can... I feel like we already picked that up. Back at the pirate's hideaway. Yeah, there we go. So, really glad that we did not buy an extra one, because there's no reason why you have to get more than one. I thought the game froze for a second. I would have been terrified. So, it's actually funny. I have... Right now, I'm playing this off of one of my PS2s. I actually have two PS2s and a PS1. Because, you know, these are old machines at this point. So, you have to keep in mind that some of them are just going to stop working. And that's definitely been the case here. Uh-oh. Oh, man, it sucks when people get drafted and they can't run anymore on these shops. I guess that's what happens when you're in a nation that's perpetually at war. Yeah, so, like I was saying, these machines get old at this point, and I'm very authentic. I like to use capture cards off of... You know, I prefer to use capture cards and not emulators, especially when it comes to PlayStation games. I mean, first of all, I think they just run better. Like, you know, trying to run an emulator and trying to record at the same time is very resource-intensive. So, I just prefer to do capture cards and using the actual system. But the thing is that you can, you know, you'll go through these machines and, like, they'll just sometimes stop working. I mean, just to give you an example, I had one PS2 that, you know, it just wasn't running anything anymore. Like, literally, like, the spinner inside or whatever, the disc reader kind of stopped working. And that's sort of the end of, you know, that was kind of the end of the line for that particular PlayStation 2. So I've gone through a few. I do have to say, though, that my PS1 has been running strong for quite a while, so I'm happy about that. So we're just kind of checking out this town. I mean, there's a few more things to point out. A lot of these stories seem to be about these people going off to war. Obviously, this is a country that has a universal draft policy, and there's a lot of people that are stuck at home that are, you know, they're kind of bothered by the fact that they are losing sons, and rightfully so. Oh, I think that's one of the kids. Is this one of the kids? Come on. Come on. Let's try to see if we can get up there. Oh, wait, there's one of the kids. There we go. Ba-ding! Found you. I think you don't really get anything special for finding all of these kids. It's nothing, like, super duper important, really. It's just kind of, you know, it's one of these, I think it's either a piece of equipment or an item. Like, it's not super critical. There's only really a handful of really, really important items in this game that you need. And I'll try to show as many as possible. Oh, look, here are the soldiers. Yep, these guys are drunk. Oh, poor guy. Yeah. I'd be in the same... If all my friends were killed at war, I'd be doing the same things. No, we're not. Uh-oh. Spies. Spies are never a good thing. Even though that's technically what we are. You know, we're not from Kislev, but we're also not from Eva. Yeah, sure. Okay. We weren't talking about that. Well, you may get your wish someday, sir. This is a really nice looking restaurant, actually. Like, this is kind of... Hey, sometimes it pays to be an alcoholic. If it keeps you out of war, I mean, I'd rather be drinking in peace than, you know, soberly going off to war. Maybe drunkenly going off to war is a little bit better. Okay, so I think that's everything in this area. There's really nothing too much more that we have to bother with. So let's go talk to the nun. Let her know that we've found some way to get in. That's a grate, and it's a locked grate. So what is this? Is this a different building? Hold on. I want to see if we've been here before. Okay, this looks a little bit different. Never mind. This is... What is this place? Oh, it's a gear shop. Okay. So, I don't think... We don't need anything for here right now. This is... Like, there's some slight improvements, but you're going to get better equipment later. So, don't worry too much about it. But, oh, that's... What is that? That looks like... Oh, that's just a... That's your run-of-the-mill, kind of like... Ava Sentry gear. We saw one of those when Faye was running through the desert by himself. Ill-advised and getting chased after them. Remember the motorcycles? Oh, that's the Ethos. That's the Ethos territory. Okay. That's cool. Oh, okay. We're at the edge of the... Wait, where are we? I'm losing track. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we just jump on this kid. Oh, he's not letting you do that. Come on. We can do it. Ah, no! Alright. We still don't need to pay 5G to get on that kid's head. It's just totally not worth it. So, let's see what the nun has to say now that we at least have a lead. That's gonna be fun. Miss Nun Lady. All right. Definitely have a good idea. What? Come on! Are you serious? Okay. All right. We're gonna go to a different part of town, and we're gonna figure out what to do, because that should have triggered an event. Because we talked about the, you know, we got information about the undercurrent. That does not make any sense. I've played this game millions of times, and you usually will get something, unless, of course, we have to go to a different part of town, which is what I'm gonna be doing now. Maybe we just haven't gotten enough information. So we'll go to the Shakan Square and see what's happening there. This will give you a chance to see another part of the town. That is crazy. Alright. Yeah, we got a bunch of demi-humans here. Bunch of mutants. Oh no. We can actually get a balloon from this guy. Alright, let's go in the tent. Let's go see what's happening. Yeah, we got... You can do that in a little while, but as you can see, there's a balloon that's following C10 around. Sure have. Yeah, they... Okay. If you say so. Yeah, these stories obviously have nothing to do with foreshadowing or whatsoever. So this guy's basically the Scientologist. The Sky people. Well, I guess we did already run into that. We ran into Ellie. She was basically working for the Empire of Solaris. Sky people. So there are Sky people, that's for sure. And we've already seen them. Maybe just not to the extent that he's describing them, of course. Oh yeah, there's lots of weird shops here. Fortune teller. Okay. Alright, might as well give this a try. Go. Delve away, mister. Let me see. Well, let me check the angle. Okay. Oh, okay. That's pretty accurate. Good on you. Can you tell us anything more than that? What? Let's get some ice cake. This actually have you gain weight, but it's worth it. Ooh. That's funny. I've never actually done that before. Okay, we can't move. Oh, we lost a little weight. Oh, nice. Just keep doing that. If you ever have weight problems, you can just, a Bart Weiser light. Okay. Are we drunk? Oh, there we go. I wish it's been a while since I've drank outside, too. Sure do. Alright, so... that's kind of what we have for town. Okay, I guess we can't go to the castle. Oh, actually, wait a sec. No, we can still go. Never mind. Wow, we look drunk. We're definitely drunk. Look at that. The screen's bouncing around. It's crazy. That's a fun little screen that you can embrace. But fortunately, it's not like in Saga Frontier where if you get drunk, everything gets hard to watch. Try to pick the champion. Huh? Oh, the tournament. Yes, of course. The obligatory JRPG martial arts tournament. Yay. I kind of already have an idea how it works, but maybe for Faye and C10, you should tell them. Big brawl. Okay. Sure. Of course, gambling is encouraged. It's out in the desert. Sure. Alright. Maybe you should sign up, Faye. Oh, there we go. Yeah, alright. Go Citan. So basically, Faye, because he is the Kung Fu Master, is going to serve as the distraction. Because he's obviously not the brains of the operation. That's Citan's duty, I guess, his role. Alright, let's go sign up, Faye. Yeah, we're gonna make up names. Spaniard. For you guys out there that love Gladiator. Alright. Let's sign this guy up. Enter the tournament. Yes! We're gonna be Wandering Boxer, I think. I don't think it really makes any difference. But I think that really kind of exemplifies Faye pretty well. He's got kind of more of a punching style than a kicking style, so... Oh, yeah. 20-1? Aw, man! Don't you have more faith in me than that? Alright, so now we're signed up for that. Let's go back to the hotel, just to see if we've... I want to see if that nun says that we figured something out, so I'll be right back. Alright, so here we are. And now, yeah, apparently we got some new dialogue, which is pretty cool. So now we're saying, hey, we're going to use Faye as our patsy. He's going to hit people in the face and do a fancy dance, and that should distract the guards. Because Faye's fighting style is going to be so outrageous that nobody's going to... He's basically going to be like a pro wrestler. He's going to be like the friggin' Undertaker. Woo! How about we really get into the castle? Okay, so now... Let's talk to the... there's kind of like this weird order of things. Because now I think... Let's go back to the guy who's standing in front of, like, the grate... And see what he says now. Alright, so... what I basically did is I went to the grate with, like, the two guys that are sitting in front of it. The old guy and the other old guy that's talking about... Or the old lady that's talking about washing clothes. And you just have to hit X over the grate. Where the guy will say, oh, yeah, you can't get in there. There's a kid in an armor shop who knows how to get in there because... Anyway, but that's what triggers it. So then you do that... Once you talk to the grate and come back here, now you're going to be able to get this particular dialogue. So it's a little bit silly. Like, it's one of the mechanics of this game that I find to be a little bit strange, is that triggering events, it's sometimes not very well directed, and I think this is one of those things. But yeah, so essentially what it's looking like is Faye's going to do his, kung fu wrestling action, and Bart's going to go through the waterway, which I guess sounds like a good idea. I mean, it's not the worst idea ever. Definitely good for something that they just came up with at the last minute, because they didn't bother to plan this way ahead of time. Yep. Okay. C10, what are you going to be doing? Okay, so basically C-Tan is the brains of the operation, and he's gonna sit there and cheer Faye on. I like this man. He's like, I came up with the idea. You guys, you gotta do this. All right, so finding the key to the water. This is actually really easy. I will show you in just a second. All right, so all you have to do is talk to the old lady that's sitting next to the grate. And he tells you that that he has it. The first time I played this game, I literally was like looking for an hour. I thought I had to go find all the kids that were playing hide and seek to get it. But that's really all what we need to do. So, let's just tell him the truth. Rescue Margie. He's like, what? Yeah, this is, so he's really happy about that. He's like, well, that guy's a dick. Go after him. Alright. Sweet. So, our plan is ready. It was something that we totally came up on a whim. It's not exactly a great plan, but Faye's going to be distracting the audience with his killer kung fu moves, and Bart is going to be swimming up a waterway. And this is literally the best we can come up with, but who knows? It might be crazy enough to work. Will it work? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears with the Benjinator. Great seeing you guys. Great having you tune into this channel, and I will talk to you later.